Next up, which team has 2 starters selected to the 2021?
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to... A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at center. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Greg, it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight, and you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
No doubt about it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, Brian Grant, a lot of guys that earn their living wearing that hard hat.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Here's Young. 32 points for him last game against Orlando.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Now, Antetokounmpo after the missed 3 from Trae Young. Here's Lopez, and Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Young with no one around. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now here is Holiday. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Another shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, Antetokounmpo does such a great job of using all he has at his disposal, which is mostly his frame in drawing contact.
For the Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Reddish. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Chalk up 2 there.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Middleton outside. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And he makes both free throws. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. Bucks trail by 4. Forbes dishes to Augustine to the left wing. Connaughton passes to Portis. Rondo against Augustine. Back to Portis. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here is Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside Rondo. The dish to Snell. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Out to Gallinari. Just 3 to shoot. Here is Forbes. Got it off in time. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks lead. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. That's Rajon Rondo. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. Here's Augustine. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Nice shot by Portis.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Misses the 3.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here is Forbes, and foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Capella. Young inside, guarded by Holiday. Young passes to Capella. Reddish with the ball. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Bucks trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. It's stolen by Capella. Lopez with the steal. Here's Middleton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Young looking it over. Kicks it to Capella. Back to Young. The shot that time not on target. The Bucks go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Here's Young after Drew Holiday's score, and it's Capella missing. 1:04 left here in the second, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. Rondo comes in for Trae Young. And Collins has got the ball here for the Hawks. Here's Huerter. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
Good timing defensively. Collins just up there, the long arms, and quick off the deck.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
The Hawks trailing. Throws it up high, and Reddish with the slam.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Huerter finds an open teammate.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Portis kicks to Connaughton. Augustine passes to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside Rondo, lob pass to Capella. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Clint Capella has been leading. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Clint Capella putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds, and... Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Collins grabs the miss. The Hawks leading. And now here comes Young leading the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question there's a high ceiling for Cam Reddish and where that talent can get him to.
This is his first free throw of the game. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Both good from the line that time.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Giannis has got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Lob pass to Capella.
You can see there just the threat of Young pulling up. It's going to open up the two-man game. The defender forced to come out and respect the deep shot, and Trey able to make the play.
Holiday against Young. Holiday goes in, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
So it's Atlanta now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Young finds Capella. That shot off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Solomon Hill comes in for Reddish. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Over Rondo. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Hawks shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Oh, the lob to Gallinari. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Here's Giannis. And the layup is good. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bucks.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
Rondo with it. Now guarded by Middleton. And it's sent back by Lopez. Giannis inside. Hill's there. Middleton outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 3.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the night. Middleton outside. Passes it to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lopez has got the lead back up to 3 now for Milwaukee. Holiday against Rondo. No good. Shot missing. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Atlanta, John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Tony Snell subbed in for Hill.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The drive by Rondo. And there it is for him.
Well, right now, Rondo just cutting through there with not much effort, and the speed took over.
Forbes the pass to Craig. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Craig's got his first 2 points. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Reddish comes in for Bogdanovic. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Connaughton following the bucket by the Hawks. To the inside, Lopez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
How about Lopez inside showing some smooth, fluid moves?
The Bucks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. He hits both from the stripe.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Young's shot is good.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. First free throw is good. So he gets them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Here's Connaughton. Lopez outside. Back to Connaughton. Here's Forbes. Offline. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Lob pass to Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Augustine looking around. Stolen by Collins. Capella goes in. Young up top. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn.
Oh, too much.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Collins with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Oh, that's blocked. Now the Bucks moving it up. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gallinari.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business. Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a 2-possession affair.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Gallinari. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
The Hawks trail by 6. Rondo drives in. Stolen by Holiday. He's got a clear path. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
Bucks leading by 6. Up top, Portis. He kicks it to Giannis. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Back to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Clock at 4. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup. And the top 10 pick, giving you a top 10 moment.
Middleton outside. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Reddish the pass to Capella. And it's in there. Capella's got 22.
And sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Now here's DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Holiday. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Capella. And here they go. Count the bucket. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Brook Lopez.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game.
Thank you, David.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's in!
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Collins kicks to Young. Back to Collins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Collins showing more and more some moves that he's getting comfortable with.
And so Collins nails both of them.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. Young outside. That will count. Oh, and he got it!
Did that beat the buzzer, Kevin?
Yes!
Wow.
Yes!
Down it goes at the buzzer.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
Who from the East received
Coming right up. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sport. DA, it's all you.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Joe Harris. Andrew Shamet is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the 1. Now, here is Irving. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And both teams, Doris, battling injury.
Kevin, we have seen that when someone is injured, that means an opportunity for a bench player to show what they have. And the coaching staff maybe has to get a little bit more creative than usual.
And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. It's good.
Boy, Kevin Durant, an absolute nightmare in transition. Combined size, speed, great scoring ability. Look out.
Now, here is Young. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Here's Irving. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Back to Herter. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Jordan. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Passes it to Jordan. Now Shamet. Pass to Durant. And KD throws it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here's Irving after the basket by Atlanta. Pass to Shamet. Back to Irving. Lobbed up there for Collins. And it's blocked by Jordan.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Young with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Young against Irving. Durant in the corner. Goes up on the wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. KD's got 6.
Well, those jumpers, they might as well be layups for Kevin Durant. That's his comfort zone.
Young outside. In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Young. Shot clock at 5. Lobbed up there for Collins.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving looking over the floor. To the middle. Here's Jordan. On the wing, Harris. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. Outside Rondo. There's the pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
And so it's John Collins making highlights. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Harden outside. 16 feet away. It's stolen by Rondo. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. Griffin with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball.
But what a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. The drive by Rondo. He can't get it to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Irving against Rondo, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 9.
Well, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
Irving against Rondo. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Back to Rondo. Out to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Gallinari. Rondo. Great positioning on the putback. Rondo's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Irving against Rondo. Left side, Irving. Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Shamet. Here's Claxton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston. Harden gets the bucket.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Young passes to Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Harden outside. Outside Durant. For three, Harris. Reddish grabs the rebound. The Hawks leading by 3 to the paint. Collins kicks to Young. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Young's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to KD. This one for 3. And that concludes the first half. Hawks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a play. It was all John Collins in the first quarter. He had 8 points and 1 rebound. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Irving attacking, shoots from the baseline, and he gets the jumper to drop. Irving's got 11 points.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Now Young, providing around 26.5 points a game, rarely has an off night. Sinks the three-pointer.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Irving against Young. Outside, KD. Over Collins. No good off the back of the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Reddish with the slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And here's Harris from the arc. Here's Durant. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 8.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Irving against Young. The shot. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter. Back to Young for three. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving. They get the rebound. Harden kicks to Shamet. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 9. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Inside. Here's Okongwu. There's Gallinari with the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Gallinari's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Hill against Harris. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. Rondo looking over the floor. The dish now to Okongwu. Outside for Rondo. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Griffin leading the charge, and it's Shamet missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Rondo gets the bucket.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Harden against Rondo. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from James Harden.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Outside Rondo. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Rondo. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. The deep three from Harden. Griffin passes to Harden. And here is Jordan. Down low. Out to Harris. Harden surveying the D. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Atlanta up by 12. And fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Harden out there with Johnson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Griffin in at the 4 spot. Greg, not all drafts were the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. And Gallinari throws it down.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Young. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Harden outside. And the three off target.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
A nice shot by Young.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Young against Harden. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And Young kicks to Reddish. Three-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Atlanta leading by 18. Pass to Snell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Griffin with the steal. Lobs it up for Jordan. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Capella finds Snell. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Here's Harden. Kicks it out to Johnson. Offensive rebound. Griffin dishes to Jordan. Harris outside. Lets it go with a three. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Griffin. Kicks it out to Harden. Fires the three. Rebound Atlanta.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Here's Griffin, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A primary scorer for his team. Griffin also has a knack for drawing fouls on the way up. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Tony Snell. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 17-point game. Irving against Young. Shoots it. Irving can't get it to go. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
In the corner, Huerter with it. They could use a bucket, and oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Hawks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split 2 games apiece.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Trae Young.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
2 points, that one goes.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Goodwin. The pass to Snell. And it's Goodwin in the corner. Launches it. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big mark. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
For You've got pink diamonds, you've got galaxy opals, but now you can pick up a new tier of player cards in my team. I'm Brian, and I'm here to talk about Dark Matter. The most powerful cards you can get in my team. You can pick up the first 2K21 Dark Matter cards in the all-new Pantheon All-Star Packs. This is your chance to collect.
There below is Barton. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And looking at the Nets, we've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving, then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Harris in at the small forward.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Back to Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. To the paint, here's Lopez, and Jordan sends it back. On the clock. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Stolen by Durant. They're running. Here's Harden. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, you know, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
It's Harden with the drive and Harden with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Harden, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Pass to DiVincenzo. To the inside, and the shot goes in.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Harden against Holiday. On the wing, Irving. His last outing, he had 24 points.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
Landry Shamit's checked in for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Boy, Forbes showing you some quick-footedness there. Nice instincts.
Nets trail by 7. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, knocked loose. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Holiday against Harden, and Holiday throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Harden, no good. Milwaukee leading by 9. Here's Craig. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here is Forbes. Clock is at 3. There's the lob to Portis. Stolen by Durant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shamet kicks to Harden. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here is Holiday. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Craig passes to Portis. He feeds it to Forbes. Back to Portis. 3 seconds left, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Drew Holiday has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Bucks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. And it's Shamet missing. Bucks leading by 7. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Offensive rebound. Griffin, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score. Attacking that offensive glass.
Augustine looking around. The rebound by the Nets.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experience, calming effect veteran he is.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Torrey Craig. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Shamet with the steal. Irving drives in, and easy 2 points on the layup. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Augustine. Banked in off the glass. Augustine's got 4 this quarter.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Augustine with the steal. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now a 9-point Milwaukee lead. Irving with it. He's picked up by Lopez. DiVincenzo against Irving.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Bucks leading by 9. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo from the arc. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. Harden the pass to Jordan. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
Lopez up top. Back to Giannis. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And Durant sends it back. Here's Harden. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Now just a 4-point Bucks lead. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and the Nets another 3.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Holiday gets the bucket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
High post, KD. Giannis is there.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Drew Holiday was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 3. And that's a wrap.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the center. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Irving for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Middleton finds Lopez. Fires for three. Middleton can't get it to go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Irving against Giannis. And that one drops for him. Irving's got 10 points.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is underestimated strength.
Holiday against Harden. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. He's got 8.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The deep three from Irving. The offensive rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Holiday looking for an opening. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And Luwawu subbed in for Joe Harris. The Bucks also with the sub. Augustine's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Boy, I tell you what, when Harden decides to turn it up, then you're turned out. It is a sight to see, folks. I mean, relentless, instinctive, tremendous night so far for him.
And Harden with the stuff.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Antetokounmpo finds Lopez.
Used all 7 feet and about 1/3 of a ton to get that one up and down.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for James Harden. The Bucks also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. From 13, no good from Irving.
You know, he looks a little off kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Here's Brown, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Nobody near Irving. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here is Forbes, defended by Griffin. Forbes, the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. Green with the block. Irving with it. He's got 13. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. DJ Augustine picks one up.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving is his handles. Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as a scorer.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Holiday in for Augustine. Griffin with the steal. 3-on-3 for the tie. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo. I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Here is Forbes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. Giannis high post. And a missed layup. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Bucks lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. Nets trail by 4. Here's Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
Luwawu is checked in for Harris. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Giannis passes to Holiday. Giannis up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from KD. The pass to Brown. Inside. Short. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Boy, Jordan still going up. Man, he's been lighting up arenas for over a decade and still major bounce.
And Portis throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
The feed to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
The net shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Here's KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
KD's aggressive streak coming out on that play. We can mix it up with the big guys when he needs to.
Giannis dishes to Holiday. Pass to Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game. And here's Harden. And Jordan slams it home.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
And Holiday, here we go. Count that one.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Harden scanning the floor. And Harden with the stuff.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
When they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
Harden kicks to Harris. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the dunk by Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Harris. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Now Holiday. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Giannis passes to Middleton. Here's Lopez.
And, you know, it's awesome to see Harden giving his all on defense. That's been an area that he's needed to improve on. Really making an effort to stay with his guy. Irvin's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Bucks have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. He knocks down the clutch free throw. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
Your next, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. It's good from beyond the arc.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate and
are 19 reward cards available, and trust me, you're going to want these cards for your lineup. For the Galaxy Opals, you can earn Brandon Roy and Wes Unseld. But even the pink diamonds are scary good, with cards like Dr. J, Joe Doom.
Greetings, everyone. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
Here we go. And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the back. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Young's shot is good. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I play under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now, here is Young. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
Milwaukee with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Young against Holiday. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And it's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. To the middle. Here's Giannis.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Young passes to Capella, and it's sent back by Lopez. And they get it back.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Huerter. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Trae Young. And here's Rondo, following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Here's Okongwu. Good D by Lopez. Bucks leading by 9. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Back to Lopez. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Holiday against Rondo. Pass to Okongwu. Alinari down low. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
With the big, strong frame of Gallinari, he's able to take contact and deliver the goods.
Passes it to Middleton. 1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. The Hawks trail by 9. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Beautiful catch and flush by Collins. A high flyer who attacks the rim with purpose.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Rondo kicks to Collins. Stolen by Middleton. Lopez passes to Connaughton. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's 6 points for Giannis.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 7-foot shot. Shot by Collins, no good. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 11.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for John Collins. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Drew Holiday. Good on both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Rondo against Augustine. Now here's Rondo. Misses from close range. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And so it's Milwaukee looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the center position.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Shots good from Young.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young, and every night he finds ways to still make plays.
Augustine looking around. Outside, out of the Kumbo. Left side, Portis. 4 on the clock. Back to Antetokounmpo. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks trail by 13. Portis against Capella. Poked away. Young passes to Capella. Left side, out of Antetokounmpo. At the top of the key, Forbes. From deep three-point range, and it's John Collins with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Bucks also with the sub. Wilson, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Here's Herter, and Gallinari throws it down.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
And Forbes kicks to Portis. Back to Forbes. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
That's a great question. With the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And Augustine kicks to Portis. Capella against Portis. Capella goes in and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks leading by 9. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Atlanta on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Back to Augustine. That's tipped.
Now that was a miscue, but I like the poise they played with so far, valuing each possession.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Reddish with the ball. Working on Portis. Great D that time from Portis. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Solid. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Augustine against Rondo. Portis. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
Augustine with the steal. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for DJ Wilson. Chris Middleton's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
Rondo is out there to distribute the ball. He is a master at finding the open man.
Giannis dishes to Augustine. Giannis inside. Gallinari on him. Lopez outside. 5 to shoot. Rondo with the steal. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Off on the layup.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
It's blocked, but they get it back. And no good on the last second attempt this time. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, Kent. And it was on the heels of his MVP season that Giannis Antetokounmpo said he was at 60%. And that
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center.
Just finding ways to score. Herter can do it in the half court or in transition.
Bucks leading by 9. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Capella, and it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Young's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. And for a long time, Atlanta had been searching for a legitimate center. Seems like they found their guy in Clint Capella.
Yes, and Clint Capella is limited offensively, but that's not his job. What Clint Capella does do, he does very well. He's a terrific rebounder, and he will have a lot of room to finish at the rim, as he does with power.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Young with the steal. Reddish kicks to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
The feed to Lopez. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
This is the tricky part. Having enough left in the tank to finish the job.
Yep, that one goes. Lopez has got 10 points.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And Young kicks to Capella. Collins dishes to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
Here's Lopez. And that one is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And Young, here we go. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
It's 2-on-1. Here's the floater. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Feeds it to Lopez. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Trae Young. Right side, Wilson. The pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And really an effective scorer from day one in the association. Lopez's ability to adapt has really kept him relevant.
Rondo passes to Okongwu. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Right side, Holiday. Pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Rondo passes to Gallinari. He kicks it to Okongwu. A three from Bogdanovic. Drills the three-pointer. Bogdanovic has got 6.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
DiVincenzo against Gallinari. Lopez passes to Connaughton. Back to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Lopez with the steal. DiVincenzo with it. Okongwu covering. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for DJ Wilson. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Rondo kicks to Bogdanovic. Back to Rondo. Pass to Gallinari. There's the three. That one, no good. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
We don't need to be in a hurry to beat them.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Tony Snell is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovic. And it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Giannis high post. Capella's there. And Portis throws it down.
This is what they want to see. Portis finishing strong inside, making his presence felt.
The Hawks trail by 4. Snell, the pass to Capella. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Here's Giannis. It's Portis high post. And stolen by Bogdanovic. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic. Rondo's got the game tied up here for the Hawks. The Bucks shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. To the inside, Portis. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Reddish comes in for Bogdanovic. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That'll be his second foul of the game. The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good from long range. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Here is Forbes. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Antetokounmpo, no good. The Hawks shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. And good that time.
The charisma, the superhuman workload. Trae Young is built for stardom.
To the left side wing. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's foul number 2 for him. Down low.
And really, this is the role of Capella. To come out, play that strong defense, and alter as many shots as possible.
6 to shoot. Connaughton passes to Portis. And it's blocked by Capella. Young in the corner. The 3. That shot misses. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Back to Antetokounmpo.
Great stop by John, reading the situation and right on top of that shot.
A shot by Reddish, no good. Milwaukee leading by 3. Here is Forbes. And here's Middleton. Passes to Portis. And Capella over to help. Portis kicks to Forbes. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now the pass to Portis. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never really smart to get teed up, but in a game that's this close, boy, that really hurts.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. The Hawks trail by 6. Reddish kicks to Collins. Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. Young looking it over. Here's Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Great initiative from Capella there, seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
And he does get the second one, and that brings them within 5.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Lopez outside. DiVincenzo with it. It's rebounded by Herter.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play. Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Lopez over Young, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, and most bigs don't shoot free throws as efficiently as Lopez. The coaching staff has to appreciate that part of his game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
It's tipped. Young against Holiday. Pass to Middleton. And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story inspirational, yet even now it feels like some people continue to sleep on it.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena earlier on, looking for a win on the... And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the back. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the center. And for the Nets, They've got Joe Harris. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Harris passes to Jordan. The shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And Young kicks to Collins. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
Harden against Young. Harden left side. Inside. Jordan inside. Capella's there.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops. You just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Capella bounce pass. Young passes to Collins. The kick out to Young. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
You just can't forget about Trae Young. Not for a second out there. We saw him there with that quick release.
It's Durant on the wing. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, to the paint. Jordan, the pass to Shamet. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Here's Young, and the rejection by Harden. Here's Shamet. Drops in the layup for 2.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game.
So unselfish there. Young doing a good job of finding the open man.
Young against Harden. Stolen by Collins. Durant with the steal. To the middle. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Collins with some nice D. Young passes to Herter. Unloads. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down.
Known for being a scorer, Herter is good at staying active and then looking to capitalize inside.
Harden outside. Down low. Shamet on the wing. Defended by Young. Clock at 6. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Some changes for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Landry Shamet. And there's the feed to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Irving against Rondo. Irving attacking. Good.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
The Hawks leading. Now here's Rondo. Gallinari in the corner. And Hill has it in the corner. And here's Rondo. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
They've got Green. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That one doesn't drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Reddish the pass to Gallinari. Over in the corner, Reddish. Stolen away. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Claxton. Brown outside. Inside. Deflects the pass. And they're pushing it up. Here's Gallinari. The rebound by Jeff Green. Nets trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Irving with it. Okongwu covering. Claxton. Gallinari in the corner. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Reddish with the slam.
Well, and there was just enough space after that screen for Gallo to fire that pass over to the open man.
Irving from long range. Rebound by the Hawks.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary.
He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, KD's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's James Harden in for Irving. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
And Trae Young will bury threes in bunches. So effortless.
Pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Harden against Young. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14. And it's the Hawks ball. They're on a 13-5 run. And the dunk by Capella.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herder finds an open teammate.
Young against Harden. And yes, it's good. 51 seconds left in the first half. Young taking his time here. And Capella the bucket on the assist by Young. Capella's got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta. Harden against Young. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. And that one drops.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Herder. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando.
Let's just not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Here's KD. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
Deadly. From every spot on the court, Durant is both prolific and relentless.
Young from deep three-point range. And he got that one up in time. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herder make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. They trail by 9 points. Here's the three. To the inside. Here's Shamet. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Shamet's got 6 points. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Here's Jordan. Goes back up. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Here's Herder. Unable to get that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Harden's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Nets trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Young against Harden, and so they choose to intentionally foul. So for the Nets, Jeff Green is checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Rondo with the steal. Floats it up for Hill. The putback. Rebound, Brooklyn. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Free throw line jump shot, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Back to Rondo. Passes it to Gallinari. Fires the three. Jordan with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Shamet the pass to Irving. And the layup falls. Irving's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Rondo on top. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Hill. 5 on the clock. He lobs it up. The shot by Okongwu, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Irving, good. The Hawks leading by 7. Now Rondo to the middle. Okongwu outside for Rondo. Down low.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
The Nets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Irving with the ball. 8 points for him, but they'll get another chance. Here's Jordan, and contact, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
From deep Harden, Gallinari with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 7. Now, here's Bogdanovich. 12 points in the game hit for him.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
Harden against Rondo. Harden outside for the 3. Here's Brown. And so it's Atlanta ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And against one of the... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Brown. And it's Durant. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Young drives in. Lays it up off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Stolen by Collins. Inside, here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Reddish getting up there and getting explosive.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Harden outside. To the paint. Outside for KD. Shot clock at 6. From 15 feet away. Here's Claxton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now the Hawks moving it the other way.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Harden surveying the D from the high post, and too long on the shot.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Irving's checked in for Bruce Brown. And a change for the Hawks. Herter's checked in. Young for 3. Offensive rebound. Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And guys, when Capella's playing like this, it's an added bonus. Love seeing him catch fire.
Harden against Young. To stop the run. Harden, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Capella. Young outside. Over in the corner, Reddish. Back to Young. Now, here's Reddish. D right on him. No good from the wing. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 14-point game. Down low. And here's KD for 3. It's hauled in by Trae Young. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. From deep. It's hauled in by Harris.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Claxton, defended by Young. Irving from long range. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
You know, such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Young against Harden, and Young kicks to Reddish. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence. And I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Now, here's Shamet. Not a lot of room. Lays it up and banks it in. Here's Young.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Hawks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Clint Capella.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Herter. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And so the Hawks take the win. This was a very strong show. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
players, but only one has that honor.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's Irving. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And this should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play outdoors. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this. In the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Inside, and the dunk by Lopez.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Harden scanning the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the southpaw stroke of Harden is just beautiful to watch. When he's cooking, he's one of the more lethal scorers in our league.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
High post Lopez. Back to Holiday. He dishes it to Giannis. Brooklyn with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was the incredible night he had on the glass. No one wanted any part of him down there.
Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Harden draws the double. Outside Jordan to the inside. Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. And Lopez throws it down.
Well, he may not be the fastest guy on the floor, but Brook Lopez knows how to run the court. Nice rim run.
Holiday against Harden. The kick out to Irving. Shot on the wing. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Middleton finds Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous is his size. At 7 foot, and he doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
Outside Irving. From deep, Harden. Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Clock at 4. The shot by Middleton, wide open. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, how about the speed at which Kyrie Irving comes at you on the drive? This is why he's able to draw so many fouls.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, Milwaukee, a game and a half out.
And right now for the Nets, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge. Bucks trail by 5. Augustine passes to Connaughton. Pass to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Now, here is Irving. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Bucks. They trail by 6. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Portis, the pass to Craig. Back to Portis. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Outside Irving. Pass to Luwawu. Takes the 3. Back to Irving. No good on the last second attempt there. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got DJ Augustine, and it's Portis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Kyrie Irving.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Bucks trail by 4. Here's Forbes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. Left side, Brown. And that one's good, Griffin.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Portis. And he drops it in from the low post.
This is exactly what you expect from DJ Augustine. This is why coaching staffs love him. He makes everyone better.
Harden, no good. The Bucks trail. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Griffin. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Shamet finds Green. Here's Harden. Here's Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Harden. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Harden's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Portis against Griffin. Portis, the pass to Augustine. Portis trying to free himself. Augustine, that's good. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch, I agree. Here is Harden following the basket by Giannis. Harden draws the double, makes it off the glass. Harden's got 10 points.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And Brown over to help. Passes it to Craig. On the wing, Giannis. Misses the three.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Portis, the pass to Andres. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
The score now all even. 6 points for him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Harden left side. Fires top of the key. Green passes to Harden. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. 12 points for James Harden.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Here's Connaughton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Augustine passes to Antetokounmpo, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Harden. Dishes to Brown. Here's Harden on the wing. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line.
Craig passes to Augustine. Left side, Portis. Back to Augustine. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Augustine's got 4 this quarter.
Listen, this is not easy for a 6-footer to get his points inside, but you can see the tenacity of DJ Augustine.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we... All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. They didn't. And that should do it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Antetokounmpo, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Nets trail by 3. Outside Durant. From 18 feet away. Count that bucket. Durant's got his first 2 points of the night.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll go back home, and they'll be hosting the Boston Celtics. Then on Saturday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town.
And one thing about this team, they are as tough as it gets when they're playing in front of their crowd. Between that and their energy level, I could see them breezing right through this stretch.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for the Nets. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Irving for three. And the Nets miss again.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now here is Holiday. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. For three, Middleton kept alive.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. Looking to end the run. Irving. And staying with the play, Irving. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Some of the best point guards are sneaky good rebounders. Kyrie doing work on the glass right there.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in. Now here is Holiday. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lopez has got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
Jordan with the bucket. Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Forbes. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Brown comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Free throw no good for Giannis. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince Storm that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. KD with the bucket.
How about Kevin Durant on the dribble drive? What to do with this guy? He's got so many ways he can hurt you.
Holiday dishes to Giannis. Back to Holiday. Giannis outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Holiday. And a change for the Nets. Harden's checked in. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Lopez passes to Forbes, and he makes good on the layup. Forbes has got his first bucket in this one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lets it go from 11. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. From downtown, Forbes can't get it to go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. On its way from Irving for two. Misses the shot. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks headed to the bench with a 7-point lead. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Brook Lopez is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Irving can't hit.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Griffin with the steal. Left side, Harris. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists in the game. Holiday looking over the floor. Middleton on the wing. Feeds it to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Really not easy to stick with Brook Lopez in the screen and roll. This guy fantastic moving after the screen.
Stolen by Middleton. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Middleton outside. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
And a deep 3 from Irving. Griffin passes to Harden. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Lopez. Now Holiday and the pass to Middleton. And the rejection by Harden. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Giannis, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And a change for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Blake Griffin. Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. The wide open look for Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, Kevin Durant is a dead-eye sniper, right? He takes pleasure in putting it to the defense from there.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Bucks leading by 6. Middleton on the wing. To the middle. And Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 11 in the second half.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Now here's Irving. And it's good, 2 points.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Down low, Lopez. Banked in off the glass.
And then with Lopez, he has so many weapons. Right now, he's putting all of them to work.
Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Lopez. Outside Holiday. Back to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Bucks leading by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now the feed to Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Durant. Harden outside. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Inside and stolen by Portis.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball.
Out to the right wing. The Bucks working the ball around. Here is Forbes. Just 5 on the clock. And again, the Bucks miss. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Frames it from downtown.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
Now here is Augustine. No good there. And so the Bucks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.